Oh, happy day. Happy day indeed. For those of you who didn't know, Feminist Frequency has finally they're finally shutting their doors. Feminist Frequency to disband at the end of the year. Not gonna lie, it's about goddamn time. Let's actually read this, shall we? The activist organization Feminist Frequency is set to disband at the end of the year. Founder Anita Sarkeesian, I dislike her with a great intensity, posted a letter on the organization's web page explaining her decision to end her involvement and to disband by the end of 2023. Sarkeesian cites exhaustion as the primary reason for her decision, but also as she, quote, can express both a sense of pride that conversations about online abuse have become part of our lexicon, and a reality that it has come at the cost of her health and well-being. I don't know why it would cause you be any type of cost to your health and well-being, to be honest, but okay, Anita, you jerk. For those of you who don't know, she's kind of the reason why most games kind of suck now. She's the woman who said,
everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
She's also the reason why The Last of Us Part 2, best game in the world, is the way it is. No offense, but it's crap. I'm sorry, the game is crap. Gameplay is fun, story's crap. What does this mean for her other projects such as Games Hotline and the podcast? So what does this mean going forward? For me, it means prioritizing rest and taking time away from the direct responsibility of being the face of a mission for the first time for a decade and a half. You can stay in touch with me at my website or on various social medias at Anita Sarkeesian. I'm sorry, I don't think I'll be following you. For our Feminist Frequency, it means a gradual ceasing of operations shutting down completely in early 2024. The game and online harassment hotline will be available through September 30th, after which time its fantastic leader, Jay Lin, will continue to operate its accountability support space Respect, and the website will stay live with critical resources for building a safer games culture. I'm sorry, the games culture did not really need someone telling them that they're all bad people. We know we are bad people to people outside. We play games. We're doing it for fun. It is our entertainment. I'm sorry that you are not pretty enough to be in said games. Or, I don't know, because again, I don't know much about her. All I know is all this Feminist Frequency stuff happened is the same time most games I enjoyed started going down the crapper. It kind of sucks. Do I think it's cool that she's closing her, business? I don't think it's cool that any business is being closed, to be honest, but at the same time, she did kind of bring it upon herself, unfortunately. If you keep calling people bad people, they're not going to support you. It's as simple as that. Our podcast, Feminist Frequency Radio, will continue to be helmed by its co-host, Kat Sparta, Tropes vs. Women, and our full video archive will remain online, available as a free media criticism resource indefinitely. And we will be sure that our community is kept informed of all closing details as a final annual report will be published, and a celebration for our community and industry partners will be held in early 2024. Pretty sure, just like everything else, not many people are going to care. The alleged purpose of Feminine Frequency has been to highlight sexism in the video gaming industry. There wasn't really much sexism, at least from the gaming players. There were some issues with some of the companies that surprisingly supported a lot of feminist frequencies. A lot of them tended to have like sexism and everything to their actual workers, but I don't think there was actually any sexism in games. Plus, again, it's a game, it's a story. Are you saying we're not allowed to have stories at this point? That's kind of stupid. Whatever. Critics of the organization allege that Feminist Frequency's impact has had a chilling effect on free speech and has encouraged censorship, which it has. But it's also true that there are real issues that need called out, such as the workplace culture at Activision Blizzard, which is also true. Both can be true at the same time. So, Feminist Frequency is finally shutting down. I'm sorry to hear that it's shutting down, but it's like a long time coming, technically, if you think about it. The fact that there's now censorship in games, most characters in games are no longer fun to look at, no longer fun to play as. We have had the rise of the boss girl, and in all honesty, it has become so... That's dead horse that's been beaten to death. well beyond its expiration date. Characters like Ellie, she was still cool, but in Last of Us Part 2, she kind of became kind of a bitch. No offense to her, it's just what it is. Then we have Mortal Kombat 11, another one of my favorite games. Its characters started going downhill. The looks for the characters started to look pretty bad. And it seemed like the women could do no wrong, where the men could do everything. Mortal Kombat 11 did have the bad guys winning. I didn't like that, to be honest, but I don't like it when bad guys win. We also had in our comics, a lot of Marvel basically went down the crap. If you've noticed any of the Marvel stuff, it's starting to become really bad, it seems. But that's only based on the few that I've seen and read. If there's actually some that are actually good, let me know. Personally, I've kind of been following Eric July and his comic series I saw him, and that's been amazing to me. At least I've had fun reading it. It's gotten me inspired to actually try drawing more of my stuff and try to publish it when I can. So, and this guy is black. He don't give two craps. I'm sorry, Anita, your company isn't really a good one, unfortunately. A lot of the games nowadays are no longer fun. Most people are turning away from American comics and going to manga because it's fun. It still has your talking points in it, ironically, but it's doing it in a manner that's a little bit more better to digest and more fun. Activision Blizzard, you are correct. They have had some allegations levied against them. It's hard to tell still, but for the most part, they did do some bad things. And since they did some bad things, they deserve to, suffer the consequences for that. That doesn't mean the gamers need to. Most of Activision Blizzard's games are now crap. Overwatch 2 is dying. Diablo 4 is kind of bad. Freaking WoW is still WoW. My friends still ask me to draw the characters from there, so it is what it is. So, it is what it is. I may not have liked you, Anita, but I do hope for your continued success. You're probably more financially stable than I am, so, you're obviously doing well. So, good job for that. But you also had to do it at the expense of my entertainment, in which case I don't like you for that. I'm sorry. Anyways, if you like what I had to say, leave your comments and ideas down in the comment section below. This is Art Heart, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace.